Good morning, guys. JT Taffy is here, and today I want to talk to you about the things you should be looking for in your fitness program or gym. So we're in January. This seems to be a very popular time where people are looking for gyms, hiring coaches, and doing all these things. And so since I've been in the industry for a little bit, I'd like to give you some advice as if I were talking to a family member or any one of my friends that would just come to me and ask me, hey, what's the best option to get in shape? And so the number one thing you want to look for in a gym is you want to make sure that it's engaging. There's good energy in there, that it's comfortable. That's number one. Number two, which should probably be number one, is you want to make sure it's close to where you live, because if that's not the case, you're always going to find an excuse why not to get there. Number three, you want to make sure that the gym has enough equipment so that you can actually circuit train and for it to be efficient. You don't want to be there for an hour and a half, 2 hours. You want to make sure that you go in there with a plan and you execute that plan in 45, max 1 hour. You want to be in, you want to be out. And so when you see people in the gym for an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, it drives me crazy. That's what I used to do in the beginning when I didn't know anything about fitness. I used to stay there forever thinking that the more I did, the more beneficial it would be for me. And it was actually the contrary. I was breaking my body down. It was taking me 2, 3, 4 days to recover. And then I was going every single day. So I just didn't have any structure. And it wasn't until I hired a coach. And the coach, his name was Kino. And Kino, I was, blessed enough to bump into Kino. Kino was a 5-time European champion and just a beast. The guy is, he's still alive, thank God. He's an amazing person. I love him. He's one of my mentors and someone that I think of dearly because he taught me so much. But Kino is about 5'5". He's tiny and he's probably 190 pounds and he's probably 3% body fat all year round. And he's just shredded to pieces. He looks like He-Man. He looks like the Spanish He-Man. He lives in the Canary Islands and he owns a gym out there, and he taught me everything, and he gave me structure, he gave me accountability, and he just motivated me. The days when I would go in there, he would look at me and see that I was kind of not motivated to engage in my workout, and he would just get to me and he would always get back to me and say, hey, why are you here? What's the reason for you to be here? And I would always turn around and say, man, I just want to put some muscle on. And he's like, exactly. So go do your work and forget about all the nonsense you're telling yourself in your own mind about why you shouldn't be here, and just get to work. And it was so encouraging to have that person there, that coach there, giving me structure, giving me enthusiasm, keeping me accountable. And so with that being said, I'm going to piggyback off of that story and say, do you have a coach? And if you have that coach, is that coach providing you with the number one thing that's going to get you in tip-top shape in record time? And that is nutrition. If your coach is not talking to you about nutrition, guess what? He might be great on the floor. He might be giving you some great exercises. You may feel sore, you may sweat, you may feel all these things that most people think that is what a good workout should consist of. But the truth is, until your food is not right, nothing will happen. Second, is your coach talking to you about cardio, specific kind of cardio that fits your lifestyle? It's not running, it's not sprinting, it's not doing anything that is going to exert too much energy and deplete too much energy mentally, physically from you, and then you're not going to want to do it consistently, which is important. Consistency is important. So is your coach talking to you about cardio? And number three, is your coach giving you structure? Are you segmenting muscle groups, or are you always going in there and doing full body workouts, which are okay, but the foundation of a solid, aesthetically good looking body is muscle segmentation. So what does that big word mean? That simply means that you're going in there one day and you're doing chest, shoulders, tris, core. On your second day, you're doing legs, core. On your third day, you're doing back, bicep, and core. It's literally impossible for you to build an aesthetic, symmetrical body without segmenting muscle groups. And so most group training facilities, what they do is they do full body workouts because they're more interested in people just getting, that overall workout. But what happens is 6, 8, 9 months later, people look at themselves, their shoulders are still collapsed, they don't have form in their shoulders, they don't have, their back is not getting wider and their waist getting thinner, and they get frustrated and they're like, oh, this is not working, they quit. And then that gives fitness a bad name, And I am really disappointed when I hear people say, well, I tried it and it just didn't work for me. It will work for you. You just need the right accountability, the right gym, and someone that's going to keep you motivated, and someone that's, going to push you when you don't want to go anymore. And so I would love to be that person for you. If this is something you're interested in, I'd like to talk further to you about it. And if it's not a right fit, great, we'll shake hands. And I actually have lots of friends in the industry, and I can send you in that direction, give you a million different options. But I love what we're doing here, and I know that we have something amazing to offer. So I'd love to chat with you. If we don't chat, take my advice on any of these things I said. If you're in a $10 gym, then that's probably what you're going to get back from it. $10 gyms are okay, but they're built around the idea that you're never going to go, because they probably sell 7,000 memberships and they only have capacity for maybe 2,000. So if everyone showed up at the same time, the fire department would shut them down. So if that's how they're starting their business, those are their intentions, I don't know that I would want to be part of that. I'd rather pay a little more, but know that I'm going to get what I'm actually after. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you soon. Ciao.